You would think, as a woman with many faces, that at least one of them would possess me to grow a backbone. I didn't do all of this for nothing. From the moment I saw Zoe, I knew she would be trouble. It was a beautiful, serene, chilled afternoon in art history class. I was busy minding my business, brushing my soft, lovely hair, and as per usual, people admiring me like the piece of art I am. It wasn't until the ground began to shake. An earthquake would soon awake, a fear that I didn't desire. That lady showed up out of nowhere and took the lights that was shimmering around me and turned it into thunder and lightning. Who did she think she was? Who was she? And who sent her to torment me? Zoe was the problem. It all started with her. I barely ever interacted with her. She was crazy, I'm telling you. Sandy was not okay in the head. She wasn't just filled with silicone, she was saturated with jealousy too. And yes, I know I'm being petty, but she put me through hell. Zoe was making her way home from college, walking underneath a pillar of clouds that floated above her, that morphed into a blanket of darkness. The autumn wind pranced around the atmosphere, trying to find shelter. Zoe was not looking forward to being drenched with tears of gloominess. She let out a heavy sigh and said, "Typical English weather. 1 minute it's cold, then it's raining, then it's boiling hot. Look where you're going. You almost had me flowing like a river into the pits of hell." So much was going on inside Zoe's head. At first, she wanted to have a few words with the lunatics in the car, but there was no one in there. Then all of a sudden, the explosion sent torment down her spine. The car was just burning, which was concerning, its outer shell churning as if it was melted butter. There was no one in the car, thankfully, but who was controlling it? It came rushing in like a pinball, like it was trying to instill fear, like someone was near. Zoe wanted to shed a tear, but as she peered into the distance, a shadow premiered. The pot began to be stirred that day. Fortunately, Zoe was saved for another day. During the early hours of 7:30 a.m., there was an unusual knock at the front door. Zoe made her way over to answer it. Zoe was thinking, what in the hell is Sandy doing here? I never invite people over to my house. Who does she think she is showing up unannounced? Zoe's already sensing that something is off and just wanted this interaction to be over and done with. With a slight confusion, Zoe asked, hello? Without hesitation, Sandy replied back, "Hi bestie, you okay?" Zoe felt unsettled but stated, "So far so good, I guess." There was a slight pause for a second. It went on for way too long. "Okay, bye," Zoe said quickly as she tried to shut the door. However, Sandy wedged her hand in the crack of the door, preventing it from closing. "Let's walk together to college," Sandy said, grinning like she was a Cheshire cat. Zoe is now present in her head, talking to herself. What is up with this girl? Listen, just close the door. Why is she even here? Something's not right. Don't go anywhere with her. I repeat, do not go anywhere with her. What's wrong? Car's got your tongue, Sandy said in a pettish manner. Excuse me? Zoe retaliated quickly. Sandy began to explain herself. You know how people call cats cars, it's a joke. And I've been going through a lot and people such as yourself are selfish and don't want to help me. Zoe was not having any of this, the audacity that Sandy had today. Firstly, I don't know you, but somehow you know where I live. All of a sudden, I'm your bestie. Then you're calling me selfish on top of that? I've barely ever interacted with you. I just about know your name. Be gone from my residence and don't reveal your face here ever again. Zoe remarked harshly and slammed the door shut. Hello? Hello? What is going on here? Zoe questioned, trying to figure out what happened. She began to assess her surroundings to figure out where she was. Okay, so let me get my bearings. There's a couple of cardboard boxes stacked up. There's an old broken mirror, interesting. There's an air conditioner that's working. Okay, that's cool. There's a broom and a mop bucket. Okay, I know where I am. I'm still in college, thankfully. But I'm in a storage room and that's not okay. Zoe was ready to yell for one last time when she didn't need to anymore. And guess who showed up? None other than the janitor. After being released from the shackles of Sandy's envious restraints, that same day Zoe made a beeline to the principal's office and reported Sandy. But she wasn't done. She went to the police too. They went through the legal process and Sandy got banished to the juvenile detention center, where she will remain for the next 6 months.